Seen quite a few reports on YouTube that people are having bumper crops of rhubarb this year, and I'm no exception. Now this crown in here, it's the second year. Last year I actually divided it, put it in, and I did get a few sticks, come on, but I just left them into the ground. Top dressed it with manure in the autumn and just left it to its own thing. This year, as you can see, it's done exceptionally well. The size of this leaf here, I mean, it's massive. I'm going to take a few stalks so we can get a rhubarb pie underway. So remember to grab the stalk near the bottom and pull it away from the plant so that you try and get a heel on as well. And there you can see, that's the heel on. It's a decent sized stem. I've had 2 or 3 good hours, just been potting up, doing the what I call the self-managed plants. That's the self-managed regarding watering. There's 16 there. We've already seen them in the last video. Them are the capsicums and peppers. They'll be going into the greenhouse in the garden. And then I carried on down there. There's 8 plants there. There's the AUTOPOT, and all those are tomatoes. What I'll do, I'll put the name of the plants along the bottom rather than trying to look at the labels from here. And then along the front and down the sides we've got another 8 pots, slightly smaller. Then we're going into the Allotment greenhouse. And starting at the back, we've got 2 melons. Them are a thing called Malaga, I think they are. Then we've got a couple of aubergines. Those are Black Beauty. And then I've used again some of the peppers that I've got spare. And you can see the names on the front: Red Skin, Big Ben, Liney and Yellow Bell. So that's the plants there lined up. Just quickly spin you around here. And these are going into the quad grows, and these are the 4 cucumbers, and those are my usual favourite called Mini Munch. On this channel you get warts and all, or in my case, weeds like this. Now, I ain't going to say I've done that deliberately, left them like that. Or it's more of an incentive really, because my allotment now is 10, I'm into my 11th year. And initially when I built the layout on there, I used scaffold boards, which are wood, and over a period of time they've gradually rotted. I've patched them up here and there, but it's no permanent solution. What I have acquired over 3 or 4 years maybe is quite a lot of paving slabs, flagstones. And the plan was to actually change the edging to use the flagstones up on edge. Now I was going to just work around the crops, but as I've said many times, our situation's changed. My daughter's flown the nest, moved north of the border, so our crop requirements have changed. So I've decided this year to shut this bed completely down, and all I've done, I've covered this area where I'm standing on now with some black plastic. I've actually weeded it so there's no weeds underneath. Put that down, and I'm going to move my potato containers, which are over there, onto here. Then the rest of this, over a period of time, believe it or not, that'll be thoroughly weeded and black plastic put down, and that will then give me time at my leisure then to do the border. I'll be able to do it as and when I feel, and not feel I'm racing against time. So that's the reason that's like that. I didn't want to film it. You see that in the background and think, blimey, what's happened? To say the first step's the hardest, well, I've moved the potatoes. I've put them a little bit closer than I normally do. That's deliberately, because I want to leave enough gap around the edge so I can still put a barrier fence around, whether that's the barrier, plastic barrier netting, or the scaffold netting, the mesh stuff. I'll see what happens a bit later on. Anyway, the other thing I've missed out this year, and it's because I took my eye off the ball, is the potatoes. Now normally I top dress these with straw, but so I took my eye off the ball and they're growing a lot faster than I thought, so I don't know how to disturb them now. People often say, do the straw, it attracts slugs and that. To be honest, I've grown these about, I think it's 5, maybe 6 years now in the containers, and I've never really had any issue with slugs and stuff like that. And the thing I like about it, it suppresses the weeds, but most importantly, it actually retains the moisture after they've been watered. Okay, I'm going to have a go at sowing my carrots now. As I said earlier, I'm only doing 1 tank of carrots, and this one's going to be used for parsnips. Funny old day again, we've had some strange weather. It was bitter cold this morning. Went really dull, praying for rain, never happened, and now the sun's coming out. So, anyway, as I said, I've got my carrot tank, I've got my trusty old grid, and I've taken the lid off. That perspex lid on here, it's been on a couple of days, but you can actually feel the heat in the soil. It's actually warmed it up, which is a good thing. So once I've actually got my stations in there, I'll be planting probably about 4 seeds in each one, and as usual, let them grow and cut off the 3 or whatever many weakest, just leaving the 1. And what I will do in the meantime, just put this lid back on. I'll check it every day. If it does get too warm, I'll lift it off, but hopefully that bit of extra heat will bring the seedlings up a bit quicker. That's about it. I've topped the holes off with vermiculite, give it a good spraying, and so I put this on there just to keep a bit of temperature in. I'll keep my eye on them every other day or so, and once I start popping the reds up, I'll remove the cover. Hello folks, and welcome back. Can you believe it happened last night? We had a drop of rain. Not a lot to shout about, but at least it was rain. It's watered all the plants that I'd potted up a bit earlier. And talking about that, I need to clear this greenhouse out so that I can get the AUTOPOTs and that set up in there. But first of all, I've got to find somewhere to put these onions, celery, beetroot and whatever. So what the plan is to go out onto the allotment, find a space on one of the beds, probably put a little platform up, put these out, and if need be I can pop the brassica net over just to protect them until I get them planted out. We've got them out at last. There's the onions. I didn't realise I got so many. A little bit of beetroot at the front. Need to sow some more of that. Dahlia, a bit of salvia at the front, and also behind that we got the celery. In the big pot is the leeks, and right on the very end we got the brassicas. Doesn't look a lot there, but I think there's about 50 plants or so, whatever, cabbage, collie, swede and whatever, so that should see me all right for the year. Well, we're well underway with the clear up. I've got all the rubbish out, and I've got all the tanks and that pots out. Put them outside to give them a good cleaning. There's the AUTOPOT still, and there's the valves that work, the water flowing them. So yeah, just carry on, and hopefully I'll get this back ready to receive the plants by the end of play today. We're on the home straight now, just tidying up the AUTOPOTs. This is the AQUAVALVE, which is the art of the system really, and this is one of the 5, version 5, the latest one. It's got a bigger bore and it gives better flow rate and other things than that, but this works on what they call a flood and drain system. There's 2 flouts in here, and be careful if you've got one of these, just check the rubber. There's 2 little rubber bungs on there, and they must be clean, otherwise the valve won't work. What it does, when the chamber empties of water there, the one valve drops and it lets the water in. A certain amount of water comes up and it lifts another valve which turns the water supply off. So it actually uses the water in there, empties and then fills up. It's not like a conventional wicking system where it's got a constant supply of water. And that's why I think these are better than the actual wicking systems. So one other thing I'll mention, when you've got any water feed which comes off a gravity tank, you must keep the supply line absolutely clear, otherwise it'll just block and not supply your plants when you need it. And what I do in mine, where the end station feed is, I've carried the pipe on, teed off it, put a shut off valve, and all I do every so often is turn the valve on. I don't know if you'll see it here, and you can see there it'll just run the water through, and any little bits of debris in the pipe, it'll just flush them out. And I do that probably once every 2 weeks. That's all you need to do. And then I'll just tie it back up here and done. I've got a video, full video on the AUTOPOT system, how to set it up, and that including the valves and that. I'll put a little link up on the side if you want to have a look at that. Now's an ideal time to think about protecting your fruit trees. And I use this in my apple tree, and it's for the codling moth. I first saw this last year. It was Woody from the Cumbrian Homestead. He'd set one up and I thought I'd give that a try. So I went and bought one, and so it's got the lures and that in. And to be honest, amazing. I caught a load of the male codling moth in there, and I had no disruption or damage to the fruit at all. So this year I'm going to set it up again. These are the pheromones come inside here, and if you do get more than one, you can actually pop them in the fridge. It does recommend storing under 10 degrees centigrade, 50 Fahrenheit. And all you do is remove the cap on here, pop that in there, put the lid back on. What I do then is add a little bit of water, about 1/2 inch, just a little drop of washing up liquid, hang that up into the middle of the tree, and it does its own thing. Well worth a try. Well, that's another job ticked off the list. So I've got all the tanks set up in there now. What I'll do is I'll leave the water, leave them primed, and just give them a couple of days to get all the nasties, the chlorine and that out the water. So in the next video, we'll be getting the plants in their final situation. Till next time, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye for now.